Here is a CKND First News Update.
Good afternoon, everyone. Tehran's military chief is rejecting violent retaliation against the U.S. for shooting down an Iranian airliner. He says such a course of action would turn world opinion against Iran and says the place for revenge is on the battlefield with Iraq. As the military chief was speaking, the Persian Gulf shipping war erupted again. Iraqi missiles hit 2 supertankers, and an Iranian gunboat attacked a cargo ship in the first confirmed raids since last Sunday. There has been a wave of resignations following Wednesday's oil rig disaster in the North Sea. More than 100 workers hired to refurbish oil rigs in the sea have quit their jobs over concerns about safety. A survivor of the North Sea oil rig disaster says at least 100 men on the platform died screaming for help. Helicopter landing officer Harry Calder says the 2 men were shouting into their radios asking for breathing apparatus. It's believed at least 166 people died in the disaster. Rescuers pulled 6 people from the ruins of what used to be a 3-story department store today in Brownsville, Texas. 3 young children, a teenager, and 2 women have been dug out of the rubble alive. At least 11 people died in the collapse and 43 people were hurt. Workers are still trying to reach other possible survivors.
Shortly after midnight, rescuers reported they had established voice contact with a woman beneath the wreckage. She told them she was trapped with another woman and 3 children, but it was unclear if they too were still alive. The top 2 floors of the 3-story building collapsed during a torrential rainstorm. Employees and customers of the Amigo department store, which occupied the ground floor, were caught without warning. The weight of the rainwater, more than 2 inches in less than 30 minutes, is suspected as a cause of the collapse.
This building has survived rains of this magnitude, I'm sure, many times over its lifetime. So we'll be very interested to find what happened and what the cause of it was.
Hundreds of volunteers, along with city construction workers, policemen, firemen, and paramedics, have been working around the clock since the building collapsed Thursday afternoon.
This is the biggest disaster operation, emergency operation that we've had in here in the city, as far as I know.
Kenley Jones, NBC News, Brownsville, Texas.
The IRA has apologized for a bomb that killed 2 civilians at a swimming pool in Belfast. The bomb was apparently intended for a passing patrol. After the explosion, a British Army bomb disposal expert was also killed when he apparently stepped on a booby trap bomb while going through the debris. Canada wants the water in the Great Lakes to stay there. Canada's ambassador to the U.S., Alan Gottlieb, is delivering a letter to the U.S. State Department outlining Canada's opposition to the Great Lakes water diversion plans.